Hi guys, I'm back again, and this time I'm doing an update on my project pan, which, you know, it's not like most people's project pan. It's kind of all up in the air. I need to be way better organised than I am. Don't actually wear makeup all the time, so I'm realising this is actually really hard. I have used up one product though, so I have actually made some progress. So the product I used up was the one I knew I was going to use up first, which is this little sample of Aloe Regenerist. It is completely and utterly scraped out. I really liked this. I don't know if it works or not. I like the smell. Just the Aloe Regenerist stuff just has the nicest smell. I would quite happily buy this moisturiser again when I don't have a pile of other moisturisers to go through. So I did use up that one. Okay, so let's have a look. I have like my little baskety thing here. I frankly have not been using my CoverGirl Outlast much. I think it's probably only about half full anyway. I can kind of see through the thing that it's probably about there. But we're coming into the hotter months here, and it's just, I just don't want to wear something that's like this kind of coverage. It's a bit too heavy for this time of year for me. So I'm kind of taking that one out of circulation because of that reason. This was the BB cream that I started with, and I don't know, I'm really struggling to use it because I think it's making me break out, which is, I really like BB cream, so I'm a little bit annoyed. But I will be going back to it as soon as I finish the other one that I've been using, which is even better than this one, and frankly I'm in love with it. And I've been looking for it online to see if I could get it online, and I can't find it. This is the Nuganics CC cream. This stuff is freaking brilliant. It's actually what I'm wearing today. It's what I've been wearing in almost all of the other videos I've put up recently. The coverage on this stuff is phenomenal, and it just, I mean, it's brilliant. And it's like most CC creams, like when you put it out, it starts out white. Don't focus on my face. It starts out white, and then when you blend it out, it changes. And I love this stuff. I seriously love this stuff. And it is literally all I have been wearing. I haven't been wearing foundation at all. And I've had some really kind of nasty breakouts and stuff. I have this very annoying cystic pimple thing that keeps on coming up in this one particular spot. And it actually, sort of, it doesn't hide it completely, but it hides it enough that I don't worry about it anymore. So I'm going to be so distraught when I finish this, but I wanted to use it up before it goes off or anything. And again, it's like that 50 plus thing, which is seriously brilliant. It does have a whitening function in it, so it was funny, one of my kids, one of my sons said to me that I looked really pale in my YouTube videos. It might be because this has a slight whitening effect, and as I pointed out, I am kind of pale. But yeah, and apparently it's supposed to help wrinkles as well, so, but I just really like it. It's really good. So I'm going to be upset because I haven't been able to find a way of replacing it. The Nuganics, I got this in a Mimi box. The Nuganics site is in Korean, and I couldn't even find this one on there. So I'm devastated because I would totally, no matter how much it costs, I would totally rebuy this. And I don't think I've ever said that about a product before, so it tells you something. I have used this a few times. I haven't really got very much further with it. Not that I'd be able to tell anyway, because it's, you know, not see-through or anything. But because I've only been using the CC cream, I haven't really been wearing foundation or anything, I kind of can't see the point of using it. it's another one that I'll probably take out of circulation, especially coming through summer. I just really don't feel like I need to use it. So yeah, haven't got too far with that one. The eye cream, I can't really tell how much I've got. I have been using it, maybe not as much as I probably should, considering that I'm nearly 40, but when I remember, I use it. And when I'm really good and really remember, I use it twice in one day. But, you know, you need such a teeny tiny amount. This tube is going to last donkeys, frankly. Okay, what's next? Concealer. Well, I don't really look like I've got very far with my concealer. I don't actually use a whole lot. Again, because I'm using the CC cream, I'm not really feeling the need to use concealer very much. Yeah, so it's, again, probably take it out of, you know, I'll probably still use it if I need to, but it's not going to be finished anytime soon. Okay, next. I've got some extra things in my basket, so it's kind of hard to remember what I'm up to. My blusher, I have been using this stuff like religiously every time I put on makeup, and you cannot tell any difference in this thing. Like, seriously, it's just not going anywhere. I mean, I'm not really concerned because I quite like it, but it's just doesn't seem to want to be used up. Which, you know, it's fine, it's just kind of annoying. Okay. This, the Jordana Fabuliner. I bought this because 11th Gorgeous was saying what a wonderful liner this is. Well, I don't actually happen to agree. I'm using it today, but only because I was going to film this video. I think my eyes don't like it. It seems to be that every time I use it, my eyes water more than normal, which they can water a bit. But the other thing is that every time my eyes water with it, it kind of washes it away. Particularly if I do a wing, which I haven't done today, but if I do a wing and I like get water sort of like pools like right here, and I'll go like this and just like pat it, and it will just come off, or it will smear. I went to my son's play, and my eyes started watering like really badly, and when I got home and looked in the mirror, which I'm really glad I didn't have a mirror on me at the time, I actually had it like smeared all the way up here. It was disgusting. It was like really horrible. And I noticed, because I was so frustrated with it and I really didn't want to use it anymore, I grabbed out, oh, I can't find it. There it is. I grabbed out my NYX liner instead. And it doesn't do that. It sets, and once it sets, it doesn't move until you want it to move. Whereas this one, I don't think it ever actually sets, and I have tried setting it with eyeshadow, and it still doesn't work. So, because I think my eyes don't like it and it's watering, I think I'm probably just going to throw it out. I'm not going to actually finish using it. I don't know how much longer it's going to last for. It still seems to have quite a bit in it. It's not drying out or anything. But I really do not like it, and it really is just not working for me. So, but you know, that's, I guess, the whole point of doing like this project pan, is that you find out whether or not you actually really do like the product or not. And because you're kind of forcing yourself to use it a bit more often, a product that you didn't think you'd like, you suddenly find out you do like as you use it more. Other products like this, you find out the more you use them, the more you don't like them. So I certainly would not be buying this again. So I've kind of replaced it with my NYX Extreme Black when I use eyeliner like this, because I don't have the same problem with this one. And I quite like this one. Doesn't make my eyes water either. The other liner is this one, which is the Rimmel Exaggerate in Deep Wine. made some progress on it because it's what I use all the time. I do my, I tight line with it. I have that much left. So, yeah, I use it to do my tight line and underneath my eyes. I just really, really like this, and I have another one. So when this one's used up, I'll use up the other one, and then I'll attack the other 30 million eyeliners that I have. I actually saw Tammy do her inventory of her makeup. She was like, "Oh my god, I have so much." And I was thinking, oh god, if I did that, apart from the fact it would take me like 2 days to do the inventory, and I don't even have as much as some people, so yeah. Alright, next, the eye primer. It still seems to be going, this is the e.l.f. one, not that you can tell. I don't think I like it. I'm not sure that it actually works properly on me. Yeah, but I'm going to use it up anyway, but yeah, I don't think I like it. So, I won't be buying that one again. I've got plenty of eye primers at the moment anyway, so. This. Benefit They're Real. I love the way it makes my lashes look. Unfortunately, it transfers, and I get it down here, and it flakes, and I don't like it. I would much prefer, because it's been frustrating me so much, and I know I'm supposed to be using it up, and it's still kind of like, you know, it's clear that, oh come on, it's clear that there's still plenty of it in there. Stop focusing on my face. It's clear that there's still, you know, stuff in there, and these minis always seem to last so long. I just don't use it very often because I don't like the transfery thing. Particularly if I'm wearing concealer underneath my eye, it like transfers into concealer. So what I've actually been doing is I did a little review on this, I'll link it down below, the Big Eyes thing. I've been using the lower lash one on my lower lashes, and when I've been using the Benefit, They're Real, so that I don't have it on my bottom lashes, and it helps a bit stopping like the transferring. I don't think there's, yeah, it's not really starting yet, but I found if I use that, I'm not as conscious of it. I don't notice it as much. So yeah, I think that's probably the way to go until I use up the Benefit They're Real, because I don't like the top lash part of this one anyway. So I use the bottom lash one, and I'm quite happy with that. Oops. Okay, what else have we got in here? The brow gel. It's, you know, I can tell I've been using it because if you look, this is kind of gross, but if you have a look at the colour of that up there, it's supposed to be clear gel, and you can see it's kind of going manky. Yeah. So, I don't know how much is left in there. These things seem to last me forever, but that's probably because I don't use it that much. I don't necessarily use it when I do my eyebrows. Sometimes I just do my eyebrows and like leave it. So, talking about eyebrows, we have and I was looking at this today and I'm thinking, like every time I've used it, I've thought, I'm not getting anywhere. It's like they're lasting me forever. And then I looked at it properly today, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but because I tend to only use this lighter side, there is a distinctive dent right there, which is much easier to see in person than it is in the viewfinder, so I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but there is actually a dent starting in there, which is like really, really cool. It's like, oh my god, I'm actually getting somewhere. So that's really, really good, because I have been doing my brows a lot more. So yeah, I'm glad to see actual progress on that one. I can actually say I'm making progress on something other than using up face creams, because let's face it, we use them more anyway. Speaking of face creams, I put this one in when I ran out of the Regenerist one, again from Mimi Box. It's actually pink when it comes out the tube. Quite like it. It's nice. It smells nice. And yeah, so I'm currently in the process of using that one up. I'm making a really concerted effort to use up a lot of my sample type stuff because I have so much of it from like subscription services. What else have we got? Like we have the luminizer, which I don't use all the time. As you can see, because it's a cream luminizer. I think it's actually a little bit too dark, quite frankly. But I'm still using it. As you can see, there's I don't know if you can see actually, there's kind of like a dent in the middle of it. Because I kind of like go like that with my hand, so it's not going to get a dent in it. Yeah, but I'm making a bit of progress on that one. The other one is the bronzer, which, funnily enough, I haven't actually been using. And then today I actually tried it with my e.l.f. stipple brush instead of like my other brushes, and it's again, it's one of those ones that even if you use it all the time, it doesn't look like you've got anywhere. It might be because of the way I tend to use it. I'm a real swirler. But after today, I'm actually thinking I like it. I really wasn't sure before. But I think it's actually, I don't know if you can tell, I think it's actually light enough to actually work on my skin tone and not look completely stupid. Yeah, so that is probably going to get, just realised something with this, which I did not know. I can actually push it out of the container. I didn't know that. So this is the Fashionista brand one. So, yeah. Hopefully you'll start to see some progress on that now that I've actually decided that I know how to use it. Eyeshadow. Okay. So this is the main quad, well, it's actually got 5 in it. Now, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's dents in all of them. I've realised that you have to use a fair amount to actually build up the colour. The pigment payoff is not particularly brilliant. So, yeah. But, you know, it's still going to take me ages. What I did actually do, though, is I did sub in another eyeshadow palette, which is this LA Colours one. It's not actually my favourite LA Colours one. I'm kind of like trying not to use that too much because a couple of them are getting close to hitting pan, I think. But this has some mattes in it, so if I feel like I need something a bit less shiny and a bit more matte, then I tend to use this one. Particularly these 3 at this end, they do a nice like natural eye. Yeah, so I put that in to give myself some other options, although I have that problem with just getting completely and utterly bored with stuff. So I got a Coastal Scents palette sampler the other day in one of my subscription services. So I have stuck that one in as well, just for something a bit different. And so now my aim is to hit pan on one colour. I don't know which one, but one colour out of the Australis Paparazzi Perfect palette. That's my goal. I also have a goal to finish off my Club Crusher, which is in Black Brown. This is actually my favourite mascara. It's the one that I generally go towards anyway. I did pick up a couple of new ones the other day because I was at a 40% off sale. And I do really, really like this particular mascara. And the Black Brown is a more natural kind of look. And it's what I wear if I'm like not really wearing any other makeup, but I want to do my eyelashes. I'll do like my eyelashes and my eyebrows and put on some lip gloss. So this is what I've been using for that. So I want to use it up and then I can crack open a new one. What else do we have? There was the powder. Haven't actually been using it, quite honestly. I probably will take it out of rotation and find something else to put in. Because I have been using the CC cream and I don't feel like I need it. Another one is the Calvin Klein paint potty thing. Again, I haven't actually used it very much at all. So it don't look too much different. A little dent in it. Yeah, I just haven't really been wearing makeup a lot, frankly. I sometimes feel like I just need to make more of an effort, but sometimes I just feel too bloody lazy. That's the honest to God truth. The other one is the Tarina Tarantino eyeshadow thingy. I've literally used this once in however long it is since I started this. Not feeling it, unfortunately. But we have 2 things left of stuff that I originally picked, I think. I've stuck in a few of samples and things that I want to have a go at or try or whatever. So we're on to the lip products. The glaze. I love this stuff so much. I'm not at all happy that it does not appear to be being used up, because I only use a little tiny bit every time I use it. Like I tend to do what I've done today, which is put a little bit of it over the LA Colours chunky thing, because this is very, very pink, and sometimes I'm not really feeling the pink, so I put the purple on it just to make it purple, because I like the purple. This is, it's again, not quite sure exactly how much. See, like that's how much I've got left of that one. So, not sure how long that's going to take me to use, because again, I have several lip options in here, and so I don't necessarily gravitate towards that one. The one I've been using the most, funnily enough, is actually this Lancome one. Not that it really looks too much different from what it did last time. But yeah, I have been using that quite a bit, which is kind of strange because it's a neutral and I don't really wear neutrals a lot. Yeah, but that is where I am. So I've actually only used that one product, which is terrible. But be that as it may, this is the point of an update, is to like keep me honest about what I'm actually doing. Yeah, so hopefully the next time I will have used up more than just one product. Until my next video, see ya.